Hello and welcome to a presentation from Creating the Difference. Creating the Difference was a company that was started in 2015 by Ronald, Eklund, and Ali Strader. It's an educational company that offers bowling products and services. Creating the Difference is officially registered with the PBA and has Ryan Simonelli on its pro staff. Has 2,200 worldwide staffers, has sanding products that are called TrueCut, has a branded polish with turtle wax, and the website is ctdbowling.com. Today we're going to talk about understanding bowling ball surface. My name is Ronald Eklund, CEO from Creating the Difference. I'm a mechanical engineer. I've got a degree from Purdue University. I'm a certified silver level coach. I've got a patent on a bowling ball restoration system. I'm a former bowling ball designer for all four brands at Ebonite International, as well as a former head coach for the Virgin Islands Federation bowling team and a competitive bowler. We're going to start by talking about the four types of ball motion, the four factors of bowling ball performance, lane shine, understanding sanding grit and surface grit, bowling ball surface and performance, advanced surfacing methods, arsenal building, and then wrap up. We'll start with the four types of ball motion. The four types of ball motion are a way to classify all bowling balls. Basically, every bowling ball that comes out will fall into one of these four categories. The categories that we use to classify the ball motion contain cover stock, finish, RG numbers, core type, and the manufacturer's intent. I'm going to show you a little video that will give you a real good idea of what this looks like as the ball goes down the lane. The four types of ball motion are straight, traction, continuous, and angular. This first video is going to show you what traction looks like. It's kind of early and kind of lazy as it goes down the lane. The ball, you can see here as it goes into slow motion, the ball will begin to make the move right about there. And then once it makes the move, the rest of the way it's fairly linear down the lane. The ball's going to finish over the 8-pin spot, actually. Next, we'll switch to continuation. Continuous is going to be just as it sounds. Once the ball begins to make the move, it goes all the way through the pins in a continuous form or fashion. This is the most common, most popular ball motion. Right at the break point, the ball will continue to drive through the pins and it will split the 8 and the 9 pin both. Angular is as it sounds. It will go the longest down the lane and make a sharp, hard move toward the pocket. See the ball getting down the lane right there. Gets to the break point, makes an angular move, and it finishes over the 9-pin spot. And in this case, it actually leaves the 8-pin. And then straight is, as you would imagine, the ball goes straight. So remember, all bowling balls that are made will fall into one of these four types of ball motion. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about bowling ball cover stocks in terms of bowling ball companies. So in this chart, what you can see is three of the four types of ball motions are listed here. You can see we've got traction, we've got continuous, and we have angular. Then we also have the cover stocks made by the various manufacturers in different colors. Blue is Brunswick, Radical Deviate, red is Storm and Rotogrip, green is Motive, and yellow is the brands of EVI, Ebonite, Columbia, Hammer, and Track. And we've kind of put these cover stocks relative to the motions that the bowling ball companies are best at making. So as an example, Brunswick, Radical Deviate are best, their cover stocks are best suited for the traction to continuous type of ball motion. Conversely, Storm, Rotogrip, their ball motion is best described as continuous and angular for their cover stocks. Ebonite is more of the continuous, and Motive is a little bit more of the continuous slash toward the angular side. And essentially what this slide is showing you is it tells you that a couple of things. One, if you're not on staff with the company, then you should actually have cover stocks from different manufacturers, because as you can see here, the different manufacturers have expertise in different areas when it comes to ball motion. Another example of that is you look at some of the PBA Pros that these companies have on staff, and it kind of explains another way why these bowling balls and these players tend to match up so well. So, as an example, Brunswick Radical Deviate tends to favor people that are speed dominant. And you think of somebody like a Sean Rash, who is definitely a speed dominant player, and he has a lot of success with the Brunswick Radical Deviate equipment. From an Ebonite International standpoint, you think of somebody like Jacob Buttriff, who is actually really matched from his speed to rev rate, and then he has a lot of success with that brand. Then when you talk about the rev dominant people like an EJ Tackett, they're going to be a little bit more partial to the Motive brand, and then obviously the Rev Dominant for the Rotogrip Storm. The best example there is Jason Belmonte, who is definitely Rev Dominant and has a lot of success with that brand as well. Uh, the thing to remember is that just because the company has an expertise in an area doesn't mean that they don't make bowling balls in the other area. So Brunswick does make balls that are angular. Storm does make balls that are traction. Ebonite does make balls that are traction and angular, and so does Motive. Everybody makes bowling balls in all the categories, but this slide really summarizes where the companies are best at making bowling balls. It's important to know that because of that, it's important to have all companies in your bowling bag to give you the best potential options available.